Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys the Playroom Makeover. This is a project that I've been working on for a while now. I started it before the holidays and it has just been hectic with all of the things going on, and with it being a playroom makeover, trying to work around my kids' schedules and whenever they're wanting to play in here. So if the lighting's a little weird in some of the clips, please forgive me. I've been working around kids' schedules and filmed some of this while they were asleep at night. But I finally got it up for you guys and I'm so excited to show you. I hope that you love it as much as I do. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here's what we're starting out with, and I like to keep a lot of the boys' toys out and accessible to them so that they can play on their own. So these cube shelves are really great for that, but I'd like to find something that is a little bit better sized for this space because this one takes up a lot of space. And there's a lot of stuff in here too that they've outgrown and I need to take out, like this little Love Every tent. And I would also like to find a different book storage solution so that the boys can actually see the books that are on the shelf, because these are all just, they can only see the bindings and they don't know what book it is. So this room also serves as our guest room, but right now it doesn't feel very welcoming because it's just a day bed shoved into the corner. So I'd really like it to feel more welcoming for our guests whenever they come. And I'm wanting to keep a lot of the stuff that we have in this room, like the day bed and their little kitchen. And I really need to move Brave out of this room for his naps and into the room with Riker so that I can get this pack and play out of here as well. I'd also like to find a new spot for their pickler triangle so that it's not taking up the center of the room, because it makes everything feel super crowded and just like bam, it's right there, and I just don't want it to be there anymore. So let's go ahead and get started making this room over. So I really wanted to do something in this playroom that would really just elevate the look of the room and make it not so plain and simple. I love a good neutral color palette, especially in a playroom, because a lot of the toys are more brightly colored. So to keep it kind of toned down, I love sticking with a neutral color palette in the decor, but sometimes that can tend to fall flat. So what I have decided to do to combat that is to do a really cool color blocking method on the walls. So instead of just sticking with one paint color on the wall, I'm going to do the top half in the Sherwin-Williams color Alabaster and then the bottom half Shiitake. So I just think that these colors pair really well together and just elevate the space a little bit and stay very budget friendly, because painting a room is one of the most budget friendly options that there is to change up the look of the space. So it's a couple days later and I've got all of the top half of the room painted and dried, so we can move on to the bottom half. So I'm just going to go around with some frog tape and mark off a line across the bottom of the room so that I get a nice crisp finish. And luckily, the people who lived here before us, I guess, had some kind of like wallpaper down the center of the wall or something, and I already checked with the laser level that I have and it's all level, so you can still see a little bit of a line where their wallpaper was. So I'm just gonna follow that line with my frog tape and make it so much more fast and easy. So after painting, I realized how bad the popcorn ceiling looked and decided to take it down, and it was probably the messiest project we have ever done. But it was so worth it, And we also replaced the old fan with this wicker light fixture that I had in our dining nook, but I knew that it would look so great in here, and I'm so happy that I moved it in here. I love it. Now that I've got the room painted, we're gonna do a quick DIY. So I picked up 2 of these white cube shelves at Target and really liked them because they weren't as big as some of the other shelves that I found, but they still had the same number of shelves. But I wanted to make them look a little bit more like a real piece of furniture. So to do this, I'm going to be marking off spots to add some wooden legs. Then I'm going to drill a hole through the cube shelf and through these little wood legs that I cut down from some scrap wood that I had, so that the wood doesn't split whenever I screw the pieces together. I wanted the screws to lay flat, so I'm using this spade bit to countersink the screws. Then I can attach the legs. I also wanted to hide the screws on the top of the shelf, so I'm countersinking these screws as well and filling them in with some wood filler to get a smooth top. To make these look a little bit more like furniture, I'm painting them this deep blue green color called Homburg Gray by Sherwin-Williams, and I really like the way that these turned out. Okay, so I finally got everything in the room, I think, the way that I want it to be, and arranged the furniture the way that I want it to be. So now we can start hanging up things on the wall, because it's looking a little bit bare right now because children's furniture is all very short. So we're gonna try and elevate the look of the room by adding some pieces on the wall. And if you're doing this by yourself, a really easy way to get an idea of where something should go, or how you can just be able to look at it, stand back and look at it, is using frog tape. I really like using frog tape because it's super strong, so you can just use it to hold your frame or whatever it is that you're hanging on the wall, and be able to step back and make sure that that is where you want it to be at. So I'm gonna go and do that with some pieces and hang them up on the wall. Set it on the wall, and I got this piece from Hobby Lobby. I really like the look of the gather map, but I did not want to spend like over $100 on it, so I picked this one up on sale, like half off, from Hobby Lobby for like 30 bucks or something like that. So it's a really good option if you like that look but want something not so expensive. Okay, so I've also got this space behind the wall whenever you walk, or behind the door whenever you walk in, that's super empty and just needs something added to it. So I'm gonna put up some picture, I think they're called like picture shelves. I don't know, I got them from IKEA, but I'm gonna put the boys' books on them. So that'll fill up this whole thing. But because I have boys and they love to climb, I'm gonna make sure that I'm anchoring them into the wall if they're not on a stud, with some anchors. What are they? They're drywall anchors. So these hold up to 50 pounds. So if my 2-year-old decides that he wants to climb the bookshelves like a ladder, then they're not going to fall out of the wall. So we're gonna do that. So I really wanted to get a statement piece for this room, and I really feel like that is what this rug is. It brings in so much color, and I actually picked this up from my office, but I loved the way that it looked in here, so decided to go ahead and put it in here. It's from the Chris Loves Julia collection with Laloy, and it is just the coziest, softest, like plush rug. I don't know, it's just really awesome. So I really love the way that it adds to the room. So this room is feeling a little bit dark right now, so I really want to add some more lighting. And I picked up these little plug-in wall sconces from Amazon, and they're super affordable. I think it's like 35 bucks maybe for 2 of them. So we're gonna go ahead and install these. They're just little swing arm wall sconces on either side of the window, and the window's not centered with the room or with the wall, so I'm just gonna put them centered on where the overhang is from the bed. So hopefully that will distract from the window not being centered. So next I'm adding these cute kids table and chairs that I actually did a thrift flip on that I picked up from Facebook Marketplace, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description box below and leave a card here as well. But I'm so happy with how these turned out and think they look so good in the space. So the next thing that we're going to do is add some more texture by putting some throw pillows on this day bed. And I want to start by putting on this darker base color to kind of bring some contrast between the light wall color and then the lighter pillows that'll go in front of this one. So I want to make sure we incorporate lots of pattern and texture. I'll try and have all the things that I can linked down below if they're still available. And another thing that you want to make sure whenever you are arranging pillows is that you have various sizes of pillows. So this one's just slightly smaller than the other pillows, and it's just going to help to bring more variety to the look. Whenever I'm doing pillows, I try to not use too many of the same ones and repeat the same ones. So I've got 2 of these leather accent pillows, and to kind of distract from them being the same, I'm not going to put them in the same place so that it's really symmetrical. So I have this one back here in the corner, and then I put this other one right here so that it's just adds more dimension to the space. So next we're going to go in and do some shelf styling, and I really love doing these kinds of things and making cute little vignettes. So whenever you are styling a playroom, I think that it can be really difficult, and even like a children's room in general, like to figure out how to decorate it. And the best way that I found to decorate a child's room or a playroom is to decorate with toys. And I know that this could be really odd sounding because I think a lot of people don't think of toys as beautiful, but there are some really pretty like decor looking pieces of toys that you can buy. I know Creighton Kids carries some really cute ones, and so does Pottery Barn Kids, and there are so many really cute Etsy shops that have really cute little wooden toys, and even Creighton Kids and Pottery Barn have the wood toys as well. And I think that that's just a really great way to incorporate beautiful toys into your decor, because whatever you put in your kids' room, at least for my kids, they find a way to get it and play with it. So decorating with toys allows it to be something that they can play with, and it's not gonna damage it or anything like that. So these are some little wood toys that I picked up from Etsy a couple years ago whenever my son was born. So they don't really play with these anymore because they've outgrown them, so they really make for great decorating. this. Look how freaking cute. It has this little hammer. I found this little vintage toy at a local thrift store and had to pick it up. I just thought it was the cutest thing, and just incorporates a lot of like the primary colors, which I feel like are kind of just accented in this room, because I did mostly neutral colors because I knew the toys and stuff were going to be more colorful. So this just goes so well with the room and brings in just a really like worn vintage vibe that I love to incorporate throughout my house as well. So whenever I got this, I actually put it up here to see if it would fit, and my son woke up from his nap and immediately, like, I didn't even tell him that it was up there or anything. He walked in here, climbed up this kitchen, and got it down off of this shelf. So whenever I say they will find a way to get to the decor to play with, they definitely will. And then you can also incorporate little things like this little faux eucalyptus plant to kind of break up the look of all the toys. And then for over here on top of the little kitchen, I've got this letterboard that I picked up from Target a while back, and just have this little quote on it that I like. A lantern. And then I got this cute little hap mixer off of Facebook Marketplace. So I definitely got a lot of thrifted items for this room. So to break up the look of all of the books over here on the bookshelf, I wanted to incorporate something else. So I found this really beautiful art piece from a local thrift store, and it was only $15, but then the whole booth was 75% off. So I got this super cute print for $4, and I just thought it was so perfect for this playroom. It's very like boyish and fun, I feel like, and has like the same color palette that I'm going for, like pulling out from the rug in here, like the blues and the red and stuff. So I really love this piece and had to pick it up for $4. So a couple of other things I wanted to touch on. This bifold closet door we redid, and I have a whole video dedicated to how we redid these closet doors and really helped to elevate the look of them. So I'll make sure to leave that in the description box below and put a card up here as well for how we did these closet doors, because they made a huge transformation to the room as well. And then another thing that we did in here to really help elevate the look of the room is I actually DIY'd this Roman shade over here. So I'll also put a card up here of that and leave a link to that in the description box below so that you guys can see how I created this Roman shade. And I just really love the pattern that it adds to the room and just adds a little bit more visual interest. Okay guys, I have finished up the room and I'm ready to show it to you guys. I had so much fun doing this, and I hope that you guys love the room as much as I do. It feels so good to be in a space that I've created and designed. So I hope that you guys love it, and I'm going to show it to you in 3, 2, 1. Okay, you guys, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making this for you, and just am so in love with how this room turned out. If you guys want to see more room makeovers, then definitely let me know in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up. If you like these kinds of videos and are interested in more DIY videos and home decor, then definitely consider subscribing to my channel. I make new videos like this every single week and would love to have you guys around. So if you're into that, hit the subscribe button, and that is all I've got for you guys today. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.